How to get your kitchen sparkling clean in 60 minutes or less. Marcus here from Seniors Cleaning Hacks. And let me ask you something. When was the last time you looked at your kitchen and thought, this needs a serious scrub, but I just don't have the time? Well, I'm about to show you exactly how to transform your entire kitchen from messy to magnificent in just 1 hour. No complicated methods, no expensive equipment, just simple, proven techniques that actually work. And trust me, by the end of this guide, you'll wonder why you ever thought deep cleaning had to take all day. But here's the thing most people miss. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. So stick with me, and if you find these tips helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We share practical cleaning solutions designed specifically for folks who want real results without all the fuss. And don't forget to drop a comment below telling me which part of your kitchen gives you the most trouble. I read every single one, and your feedback helps me create content that truly serves you.
Getting your supplies ready. Let's talk about preparation first, because this is where most people lose precious time. You cannot expect to clean effectively when you're constantly searching for the right product or running out halfway through. According to Linda Patterson, President and CEO of Green Spark Cleaning Solutions, the products you choose will determine how smooth your cleaning session goes. Show up ready with several cloths designated for different zones in your kitchen, Patterson explains. I also suggest keeping an all-purpose cleaning spray handy that works safely on various surfaces throughout your space. So before you even think about scrubbing anything, make sure you've got full bottles of these essentials. A good multi-purpose cleaning solution. Or you can simply mix vinegar with water in a spray bottle if you prefer natural options. If your appliances are stainless steel, grab a specialized stainless steel cleaner. You'll also want a reliable disinfectant spray and a proper floor cleaning product. Don't forget your tools either. A quality broom or vacuum cleaner is essential, along with a dependable mop and plenty of fresh microfiber cloths. These cloths are game changers because they trap dirt instead of just pushing it around. Here's a pro tip that'll save you tons of time. Grab some fresh melamine sponges. These little helpers cut through grease, grime, and stubborn stains with minimal effort. They work almost like magic on tough spots that would otherwise require serious scrubbing. And here's something else I always recommend. Keep all your supplies together in a portable bucket or caddy. This way, everything moves with you from one area to the next. You won't waste valuable minutes walking back and forth across your kitchen, hunting for the glass cleaner or that missing scrub brush.
Creating your time strategy. Now, if you're genuinely committed to completing this deep clean in an hour or less, you need to maintain steady momentum. There's no time for distractions or losing focus. Set a timer before you begin. Put on some energizing music that gets you moving, and commit to keeping that pace up. The music part isn't just about making the work more enjoyable, though it definitely helps. Upbeat music actually encourages you to move faster and more efficiently. Studies show that people work at a quicker pace when listening to songs with a faster tempo. So create yourself a playlist that's roughly 60 minutes long and let it keep you on track.
Clear the clutter first. Here's something many people don't realize. Trying to clean a cluttered space is like trying to swim with weights on your ankles. It slows everything down and makes the job 10 times harder than it needs to be. If you're someone who keeps numerous appliances sitting out on your countertops, things like a coffee maker, toaster, air fryer, blender, mixer, and maybe a whole collection of spices, consider doing some light decluttering the evening before your big cleaning day. Take a few minutes to wipe down those appliances with your multi-purpose cleaner on a microfiber cloth. Always spray the cloth, not the appliance itself, to avoid getting moisture in places it shouldn't go. Dorothy Chen, an in-house scientist at Cleantech Industries and cleaning expert, puts it perfectly. Approach this preparation the same way you'd gather ingredients before cooking a meal. Having everything ready beforehand saves significant time once you actually start working. And because certain cleaning projects simply cannot be finished in just 60 minutes, it helps to identify which tasks you'll need to save for a future cleaning session. Once you've cleared your countertops of unnecessary appliances, Patterson suggests removing everything else that doesn't belong there. That means mail that needs to be sorted, keys that should hang by the door, and any random items that have accumulated over the week. Get your dishes into the dishwasher or stack them neatly in the sink for now. She advises once you've cleared away the clutter, take out the trash. This eliminates unpleasant odors immediately and frees up space in your garbage can for the debris you'll collect during cleaning.
Dividing your time wisely. Every kitchen presents different challenges, so your exact approach might vary slightly. Patterson recommends addressing your dirtiest areas first, typically the microwave and stovetop, which tend to collect the most grease and food splatter. However, there's one universal rule that applies to every kitchen. Always clean from top to bottom. This prevents dirt, dust, and crumbs from falling onto surfaces you've already cleaned. Nothing's more frustrating than wiping down your counters only to have dust from your upper cabinets land right back on them. Patterson suggests this approximate time breakdown. Dedicate roughly 15 minutes to cleaning all your appliances, 10 minutes for thoroughly scrubbing and sanitizing your sink, 10 minutes for countertops and cabinet fronts, and 10 minutes for your floors. That leaves you with roughly 15 minutes of buffer time for any problem areas that need extra attention. Keep in mind that your cooking habits play a major role here. If you cook 3 meals a day at home, your kitchen will naturally need more intensive cleaning than someone who mostly eats out. Similarly, if you've let things slide for a couple weeks, you might need to adjust these time allocations.
Don't forget about your backsplash. Your backsplash collects more grime than most people realize. Every time you cook, tiny droplets of grease, sauce, and steam land on this surface. Over time, this builds up into a sticky film that's not always obvious to the eye, but definitely affects the overall cleanliness of your kitchen. This area should really be part of your everyday cleaning routine, but if you've been skipping it, it's definitely a prime candidate for deep cleaning attention, Chen explains. She recommends using a cleaner that contains bleach if you're dealing with any mildew concerns, especially if your backsplash is in an area near the sink where water splashes regularly. For tile backsplashes, pay special attention to the grout lines. These porous spaces trap dirt and can develop mildew if moisture sits there too long. A small brush, even an old toothbrush, works wonderfully for scrubbing grout lines without damaging the tile. If you have a glass backsplash, you're in luck because these are generally easier to maintain. A simple glass cleaner and microfiber cloth will usually do the trick. Just make sure to wipe in one consistent direction to avoid streaking.
Knowing what to skip. Let's be realistic for a moment. If you've only got 60 minutes available, you can absolutely achieve a thorough deep clean that makes a noticeable difference. But getting every single surface, including the interior of every appliance, absolutely spotless? That's probably not happening in such a short time frame. So there are certain tasks you should definitely postpone if you're working within this 1-hour limit. The inside of your oven is the perfect example, especially if you own a self-cleaning model. Even when your oven is ready for a self-cleaning cycle, these cycles require several hours to complete and then properly cool down, Chen points out. Plus, there's the separate task of cleaning the oven racks, which need to be removed first. Save this job for another day when you have more time. Another project to schedule for later? The interior of your refrigerator. This is a bigger undertaking than people expect. Deep cleaning the inside of your refrigerator means removing all the food to a nearby counter or placing highly perishable items like dairy products and frozen foods in a cooler. You also need to disconnect the power before properly cleaning and sanitizing the interior. This isn't a quick task, so don't try to squeeze it into your 60-minute kitchen overhaul. The same goes for your freezer. Defrosting and cleaning a freezer properly can take several hours, and it's not something you want to rush. Mark it on your calendar for a separate deep cleaning day. Your kitchen drawers are another area that deserves dedicated time. Sure, you can quickly wipe down the drawer fronts during your hour-long clean, but organizing and cleaning inside each drawer, removing crumbs, reorganizing utensils, and discarding expired items requires more time and focus.
Tackling your appliances strategically. Your appliances deserve special attention because they work hard for you every single day. Let's break down the most efficient way to clean each one without eating up too much time. Start with your microwave because it's usually one of the dirtiest appliances. Fill a microwave-safe bowl with water and a few tablespoons of vinegar. Then heat it on high for about 3 minutes. The steam will loosen all the stuck-on food and grease. Once it's done, carefully remove the bowl. It'll be hot. And wipe down the interior with a damp cloth. The grime should come off easily now. Your stovetop comes next. If you have a gas stove, remove the burner grates and soak them in hot, soapy water while you clean the stovetop surface. For electric or glass stovetops, apply your cleaner and let it sit for a minute to break down the cooked-on food before wiping. Use a scraper designed for stovetops if you encounter stubborn spots, but be gentle to avoid scratching the surface. The exterior of your refrigerator probably shows fingerprints, smudges, and food splatters. Wipe it down with your multi-purpose cleaner, paying extra attention to the handles where hands touch constantly. If you have stainless steel, use your stainless steel cleaner and wipe in the direction of the grain for a streak-free shine. Your dishwasher might seem self-cleaning, but it actually needs regular maintenance too. Wipe down the door, the control panel, and the seal around the door where food particles and moisture accumulate. If you have time, run the dishwasher empty with a cup of vinegar on the top rack to freshen it up. Don't forget smaller appliances either. Your coffee maker, toaster, and any other countertop appliances you use regularly should get a quick wipe down. Unplug them first, then clean the exteriors with a damp cloth. For your toaster, remove and empty the crumb tray. You'd be surprised how much mess accumulates there.
Giving your sink proper attention. Your sink handles a lot throughout the day, from dirty dishes to food scraps to being a hand-washing station. It deserves thorough cleaning to stay hygienic. Start by clearing out any dishes or debris from the sink. Rinse it thoroughly with hot water to remove loose particles. Then apply your disinfectant cleaner generously across the entire sink basin, including the sides. Let it sit for a few minutes to properly disinfect and break down any grease or soap scum. While the cleaner is working, tackle your faucet. Use a cloth dampened with cleaner to wipe down the faucet, handles, and the area around the base where water and soap tend to pool. An old toothbrush works great for getting into the crevices around the base of the faucet and behind the handles. Now go back to your sink and scrub it thoroughly with a non-abrasive sponge or cloth. Pay attention to the drain area where food particles often get trapped. Once you've scrubbed everything, rinse the sink completely with hot water. For an extra shine, especially if you have a stainless steel sink, dry it completely with a clean cloth. This prevents water spots and makes your sink look absolutely pristine. Don't forget about the garbage disposal if you have one. Drop a few ice cubes and some lemon peels down there, then run cold water and turn it on for about 30 seconds. This helps clean the blades, remove odors, and freshen up the disposal.
Conquering countertops and cabinets. Your countertops are probably the most used surfaces in your entire kitchen, so they need regular, thorough cleaning. Since you've already cleared them of clutter, you could now clean them properly. Spray your multi-purpose cleaner across your countertops and let it sit briefly to break down any sticky spots or stains. Then wipe everything down with a clean microfiber cloth, working from one end to the other so you don't miss any spots. Pay special attention to the areas around your stove and sink, where splashes and spills are most common. These spots might need extra scrubbing to remove built-up grime. For your cabinet fronts, use a cloth lightly dampened with your cleaner. Wipe down all the cabinet doors and drawer fronts, focusing on the areas around the handles where hands touch most frequently. These spots collect oils from your skin and can look dingy over time. If you have glass front cabinets, give them a quick clean with glass cleaner for a streak-free finish. And while you're working on the cabinets, check for any drips or splatters on the sides of your cabinets, especially those near the stove.
Finishing with your floors. Your floors are the final step.
And you've saved them for last so they collect all the dust and crumbs that have fallen during your cleaning session. Start by sweeping or vacuuming the entire kitchen floor. Get into the corners, under the edges of appliances, and around table and chair legs. These spots tend to collect the most debris. Once you've removed all the loose dirt, it's time to mop. Fill your bucket with your cleaning solution according to the product instructions. Wring out your mop so it's damp but not soaking wet. Too much water can damage certain floor types and takes longer to dry. Mop in sections, working from the farthest corner toward your kitchen exit so you don't trap yourself or walk on wet floors. Use a figure-8 motion as you mop, which helps cover more area efficiently and cleans more effectively than just pushing the mop back and forth. For stubborn spots or sticky areas, let your cleaner sit on them for a minute before scrubbing. You might need to go over problem areas twice. If you have tile floors, pay attention to the grout lines. They can get dirty and discolored over time. While you probably won't deep clean the grout during this 60-minute session, a good mopping will help keep them looking better.
Setting realistic expectations. Let's address something important. A deep clean and a quick clean are somewhat contradictory ideas. While an hour might be plenty of time for a smaller kitchen, like what you typically find in an apartment or modest home, it might not be sufficient to get every single surface in a large, spacious kitchen absolutely perfect. So aim for clean rather than magazine cover perfect. Aim for tidy rather than professionally organized. The goal is to significantly improve the cleanliness and appearance of your kitchen, not to achieve absolute perfection. And here's something encouraging. You can probably accomplish far more in 60 focused minutes than you think. When you eliminate distractions, work with purpose, and follow a logical plan, it's amazing how much you can transform your space. Remember, maintaining a clean kitchen is an ongoing process. This 1-hour deep clean isn't meant to be your only cleaning session ever. It's a focused effort to get your kitchen back to a great baseline, and then regular daily maintenance will keep it looking good going forward. So there you have it, a complete guide to deep cleaning your kitchen in an hour or less. If you found this helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you'd share it with a friend who could use these tips. And make sure you're subscribed to Seniors Cleaning Hacks so you don't miss our upcoming videos on tackling other areas of your home. Leave a comment and let me know what cleaning challenge you'd like me to cover next. Until then, happy cleaning!